Hey guys, what's going on? It's Paulio Jr. again, doing another software program tutorial for you guys. Today, I wanted to use one called PMView Pro. Now, PMView has been out for quite some time now. Probably, I think it was actually initially created for. I just fucking smacked my microphone. For OS 2, which is a pretty technical operating system that not too many people use. I know a couple people that still use it, but primarily for Windows, or if you're running a Windows virtual machine on another operating system. So today I'm going to show you some cool things that PMView could do, real basic things in case you just want to skip this video altogether. Before you leave, number one, it can convert almost any image file to any other image file, which is pretty cool. So it can compress them, it can make them a little bit better quality. You can actually do some special, pretty minimal special effects to the images. You can capture stuff from screens. You can take pictures from the webcam, and I know there are a lot of programs that come default with operating systems now. This one's cool. This one is free. You have the evaluation one, which is you're basically downloading PMView Pro, so you have all the capabilities. It's just that after 31 days, you have to wait like 10 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds for it to start up. I think 5 seconds for it to start up, and then you're good to go. But I would recommend purchasing it if you're going to use it frequently. So, first what we're going to do, we're going to download it. So, obviously, I'm going to be using it for Windows.os 2. And I'll use it Google Chrome, so use it whatever, pmview.com for, in the web browser, whatever web browser you are using. When that's finished, the prompt's going to come up and say, install me, click me, blah, blah, blah. Actually, pretty simple. They do not ask you to, do what all these other newer programs do. Like, do you want to make ask.com your toolbar and your homepage and sign your life away after you install this program? PMView is pretty straightforward. So, let's hop in it. So, you're initially going to have this icon on your desktop, and you're going to have it in your programs list. So we are going to use PMView Pro, and like I said, 1, 2, 3, between like 3 and 5 seconds. So I've had it for a while. I don't use it. I mean, I do use it when I need to. I would never get rid of it, but I just don't use it enough where I feel like I would have to pay for it. So but here we go. So, okay. So, yeah, I've created 92. Jesus Christ. But they keep up with it a little bit. And they give you little tips of the day in the beginning. Definitely worth clicking through and checking out and see what you can do. Especially if you're just getting into, either, just, you want to play around with images, make images different sizes, your exact sizes, and things like that. It's a cool little program to play around with. So, the first thing I'm going to do is open up a file, open up a folder in Windows Explorer, and from here I'm going to pick my favorite one from last time. We'll pick we shall pick the Metal Gear Solid Wallpaper. Alright, so right now you can see up here, right now it's adjusted to fit on the screen at 42.6%. That would be 100% right there. So we'll bring it back down to where we can actually mess around with it. And so the first thing I want to do, I'll try to go through it as simple as I can. Cool thing you could do is you could set it as your wallpaper. Centered, tiled, scaled. The same thing you can do with anything else. So just did that. Centered. And then what I really wanted to show you was some of these transform options. that you can do. So, I mean, obviously you can copy it and paste it and all that good stuff. This is a really simple program. You can change it horizontally, make it go that way. I'll undo that. Vertically, hang it upside down. Size, and then so the size of it right now is 2,560 pixels by 1,600 pixels. So this thing would be, you know, obviously the width of it is 2,560. So if we want to make it something a little bit smaller, they have little defaults here you can use. So we can do that. And now we're at 100%, we can see the whole thing, which is pretty neat. And you can also, you can keep it, you can make your custom one. So if I want to do like 500 by 42, okay, we're not going to keep it, that's it. If you keep it proportional, you type in the height, it's going to do, if you type in the width, it's going to do the height automatically. If you type in the height, it's going to do the width automatically. Or uncheck keep proportional and do it yourself, however, you know, the width and the height that you need. So just do that. So that was just kind of, that was a custom one that we just did. Now this I don't play around with. And then you have your filters. We'll do the very strong ones to give you an idea of what we'll just do strong ones. So blur, strong, so that's your blur. Edge filters, we'll do strong. So it looks like special filters. Emboss, that's around what it would look like, kind of gives it like a really large grayscale. Mosaic, that's what it does. That's kind of like what this is like, kind of, if you ever watch any Smosh videos, this is the lunchtime with Smosh. What they did, that's like the effect that they used was the mosaic. So, and then you can also create your own filters in here. I have not played around with this too much. You can. It gives you a little description on how to do it. So, which is pretty neat. And then you want to go. Then you have the color option, brightness and contrast. As you do it, it updates automatically. Dark, white, reset, contrast, all the way over here, all the way over here. Color, a little enhanced, a little dehanced. So like in here, like you can't, when it's like reset, like yeah, you can see their phase a little bit better, but I think that like something like that, if you change the color down to that, would actually look a lot cooler. But that's just me. What the hell do I know? Gamma correction. Then it ends up looking nothing like what it used to. And then you have negative, which is basically inverted colors. Turns all the colors inside out. It'll convert to black and whites. See here. Yeah, so not too much of a difference with this kind of stuff, but the one thing that is cool is say you had a file on here that was you know, just ridiculously big. So like this one, the one that we just opened, this is 1.6 megabytes, which is a pretty big file. And what you can actually do is you can convert to almost any kind of extension of an image file. So you have the window, so you can even convert it to an OS2 bitmap, which is kind of funny if you're a dork. And then, but usually the two that I would use would be a JPEG, which is, you know, more of a compressed file most of the time, or a PNG, which is a compressed, still high quality picture. So we'll convert it to a .jpeg, depending on how long it takes. So where'd it go? It's down here. Maybe. No. Right here. Right there. Okay. So was it portable network? Yeah, portable network graphics. So that is a little bit will make, if you're converting a JPEG to a PNG, yeah, the size is going to increase. Should make it a little bit better quality. The best way to get a PNG is to convert an uncompressed image like a bitmap to a PNG, because the bitmaps are just like 10 times bigger because they're not compressed at all. They're just the raw image. So there's nothing going behind it to convert it to something that's smaller. And some other cool stuff with this is I can delete it. I can also use this Tween option, which I can acquire a picture from a portable device. So for instance, like a webcam, which I have my lens shut, but here you go. I'll show you. I have not shaved. I shaved my head a little bit ago, so it kind of looks I look a little weird now. Usually I have a full head of hair. Capture. Boom. We'll use that. Get a picture. There I am. Ah! So, and then we can do all kinds of fun stuff with that. So I'll emboss myself to that. So, and that if I really want to, I could set it. The capture and the Tween, or I'm sorry. I can set it as a wallpaper if I want, and then now it also has a cool capture option, so I can capture the area of the screen, which is the Y and X axis. So I could say, oh, I just want to do this, and then that's exactly what I captured. I can also capture a window. I had a window open. So if I had, I'll show you. I'll give you open up Media Player Classic. Okay. So we want to capture a window. Yeah. And it'll capture that entire window of Windows Media Player Classic. And then we can also capture the window interior. And that will capture, if you look at the picture right here, that will capture, just sort of like that inside. Doesn't have the X and all the file and stuff like that. It will just be what is really needed to watch the video or what you're really using. And last but not least, screen. We do this. Okay, the screen is the entire screen. So the screen option. This screen option is the equivalent to hitting print screen. So right now, if I were to hit print screen on my keyboard, it looks like it says PRTSCN, usually on the right hand side of the keyboard. I hit that. I would hit edit, paste as new image, and that's basically the same thing as doing the capture screen. So, but all in all, this program, I've used it for years. Can convert larger image files to smaller image files. You can convert them to be more adaptable to maybe other things, to other programs and websites that might not be able to upload. I know there's like certain web pages that won't let you upload, like a bitmap or something like that, or whatever. And you have, or if the file's too big, and then you want to make your you want to make your image a certain width and height and so forth. You can print them out. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can go through the files that you do have, in here. So all kinds of cool stuff in here. But there's Rurouni Kenshin, he's so sad. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, I'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you again for watching. You guys have an awesome day. Later.